Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hi. This time it's fine.
Okay. I was gonna say, by the way, Sonia, it's recording.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I was watching and waiting, and then I didn't want it where maybe it was starting for me, but not other people. So I was just watching and
It's always just easier to edit when there's like a second or two of silence before we say words.
Yes,
Kind of a second and then hello.
Imagine waiting a fucking minute, just sitting here in silence, and then like it goes onto our YouTube because that's where we put like everything unedited, and it's just like a staring at the monitors for a minute.
I do think we should get like maybe like a theme song for that we'd keep just for the YouTube intros, and we can practice doing the whole, you know,
Wibble. Yeah, my cord isn't long enough. I'm fucking strangle myself.
like we practice making each one like a full screen. Like, let me see. How do I do it?
Ooh, like what is that? Like old 90s, early 2000s. Like,
yeah.
So like Breaker High and Saved by the Bell, where it's just like and Zach or whatever his fucking name is.
Yeah, we do like
yeah.
Wait, hold on. I gotta practice doing it faster. Wait, how do I make it you guys?
You edit.
No.
There's a way to do it, but then we just make each other like full screen and we just just for YouTube though. YouTube exclusives. These are exclusives.
So lower.
Something to work on.
No, because we don't have enough. Like you're just like, let's add it on the list.
That's not what you do. You're like, let's add something else.
And then
it's my turn to add something, Sonia.
But like I say we add stuff and then I can't do it. Like that's like it doesn't really get added.
Yeah.
It doesn't really get added. It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
Jessica, what are you drinking tonight?
So I was like, I'm not gonna drink this weekend. I'm gonna, take it a little easy, let my like body age. I don't know what it does when it's sober, but but then Chris like was watching Lyric and he just messages me and he just goes, "What do you want at the LCBO?" And I'm just like, "Oh, well, you know what I like." And so he came back with some Pabst Blue Ribbon straw. He knows what I'm into.
Sonia, what are you drinking tonight?
I'm drinking 7-Up Cherry. I was kind of hoping it would taste like Cranger Ale, and it doesn't. Oh, there's alcohol too, but like I just meant the base part, the mixer. Yeah. And it's nothing like Cranger Ale, and I'm sad. I'm a little depressed. It's fine. It's fine.
What alcohol are you drinking with it?
Vanilla rum.
Very nice.
Vodka rum.
Vodka rum.
I don't fuck it.
Is it
no.
vodka or rum?
Are you talking about white, like a white rum?
Yeah. Vanilla. Yeah.
That's
okay.
Good. Yeah. Vanilla flavored rum?
Vanilla flavored. Yeah.
Oh,
or is it? It might be vodka. I don't fucking know. It was vanilla. It's vanilla.
Vanilla drink. I'm drinking my Smirnoff Light Raspberry in my cup with ice.
You need to get that ice machine.
With the pellets, the best ice ever.
Yeah. So I had to take Sage to the doctors a while ago, went to the hospital emergency room, and like you get full access to their ice machine. Fucking best 6 hours of my life, I guess. Just fucking.
Yes. It's like the little pellet ice. I love that ice.
Yeah, it's like a dry, soft ice.
Yes. Yeah. Has little ridges in it.
Did you see the $10 ice being sold at this like one grocery store? I can't remember what it was.
It's $30 and it's for balls of ice. You mean? Yeah, for whiskey. Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy. You know what I would do? I would grab they're in bags. They're in bags, and it's a bunch of those giant balls of ice. Yeah, for like a whiskey on the rocks type thing, or like an old fashioned. And I would personally, if I saw that, like grab those bags and accidentally like put them on a shelf.
Yeah, or
Or
drop
they
them.
just melt.
Yeah, or leave the fridge door open. No, because then that's bad for the environment. No, yeah, just take them on the shelf.
Yeah, just leave them on the shelf. Let them melt.
Yep.
I'm not paying $30 for ice.
Yeah, fucking
But it's
frozen water.
It's like minerals and stuff. What? Like
No,
and it's
tap
also
water has
sold-
minerals.
It's like at one of those really expensive grocery stores too. I think it was at Ewan or whatever. Erewhon, that grocery store in the States that like sells $30 ice. So like you know, like $25 sandwiches, like pre-made sandwiches. They like their smoothies are like $35 too.
Imagine
Haley
Hamilton
Bieber shit.
trying to have something like that. Fucking people would riot in the streets. They would fucking flip tables over. Like, no.
I don't know. With the way things are going, I don't know.
Like, that's where we will be paying $30 for ice. Just like the fucking bags of ice you get at the gas station.
That's gonna be the only source of clean water.
It's gas station ice. Oh man. The water wars have started.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Okay, we don't know the topic yet.
It's gonna
We
be Tank
can-
Girl, you know, like that's
Yeah.
what I'm feeling.
Come on, something good. What historical figures would you fight in a Walmart parking lot? Oh man, so many.
Any man in any history book. Just anyone, pick one. Like, you know, there's not a one I wouldn't fight.
I wouldn't fight Nikola Tesla. My heart is big for him.
Yeah, that's fair. That's
Because
fair.
he like married a pigeon. Like, come on now. Like it's
I
fine.
mean, he wanted the whole electricity be free. You know,
Mhm.
like
Yeah. Had his
That kind
ideas
of
all
stuff.
stolen.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think anything that like made Western civilization, those like historical figures, I think would be like, you know, top
Oh,
tier.
Columbus.
Mhm.
I'd beat the shit out of Columbus.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Before he
Columbus.
discovered the Americas.
Yeah.
But he didn't even make it here. He made it to like South America or something.
He used to like take all
the
the
Americas.
yeah.
Oh, I
Ameri-
guess. Yeah. Yeah. I was thinking North America. Yeah. No.
the
Americas.
Americas because they're
Yeah,
you know,
both
there's
of
two of
them.
them.
Yeah.
But it's like I just think it's funny that like Columbus Day is still celebrated, and this fucking twisted guy would like cut off the hands of indigenous people, wear them around his neck, and like guys, come on.
He
Even
sounds great.
his
He
own
does.
country was like, okay, you should probably like just chill a little bit.
Yeah, just
Was it Spain?
like,
Something
you
like
just
that.
relax.
Yeah, they're like maybe we like you should not like
Like, can
do
you
that.
not?
Can you not be doing those
Please. Like, ready, please?
Oh man. Yeah. Any part of the
Um,
imperialism machine, I think.
Yeah. The king, he's not historical yet, but I feel like he's been around so long. Prince Charles, that guy.
King Charles now? Yeah.
Oh, fucking King Charles now? Yeah.
Yeah.
I would totally fight that decrepit old bastard in a Walmart.
And his brother. You're freaking taking Andrew with it. Like, Prince Andrew.
I feel like we know they're gonna be historical, and I feel like that counts.
Yeah, I think because they're already like on our money, they're trying to put them
Yeah.
on. I was like,
Well,
why?
he's gonna die before then. Like,
I don't understand the whole point of taking Queen Elizabeth off the money when we have dead people already on the money. You're just trying to get rid of the only other female. Well, there's that one woman on the tens, I forget her name, but then that was it. And now you're trying to like get rid of the other female we have on money.
because it has to be who's ever currently in the monarchy. That's why.
I don't
Because
think
we're
that's
still
true.
fucking attached to it,
I don't
which
think
is
that's true.
stupid. But like, anyway.
Yes.
That's funny.
I think we should get all men off our money. I actually, you know what? Let's just get all
get rid of
people off our
people.
money and
Yeah.
put
Can
like
we
animals.
just do animals? Like
Yeah.
straight animals.
Like there are coins where there's like a
Yeah.
goose and
Yeah.
a loon,
That's
polar
that's
bears.
how it was done right.
When I went to Baltimore and I was hanging out with Mandy and Teddy Beats, I ended up playing this game with Teddy where I was like, you want to see Canadian money? And I pulled out a bunch of coins and I was like, we're going to go through now. Each one of these has the queen on them, but on the other side is something else. So I was like, let's go through. I was like, here's our, $1. We call it a loonie. What could it be? Oh, it's a loon. Okay. Here's our 25 cents. What could be on it? It's like a elk or something, a moose. I don't know.
Moose.
Yeah, it's a moose. And then it's like, here's our 10 cents. Oh, sailboat. Gotcha. And then like 5 cents. Oh, beaver. And then what could be on the penny? What was on the penny?
A maple leaf.
It was
Yeah.
maple leaf.
It's a maple leaf. Tricked you again.
Yeah.
No idea. It's always
And then the toonie is 2 polar bears.
yeah.
Well, like they always have like the specialty toonies too, so it's always fucking changing.
Oh yeah, with the aurora lights like going over the Rocky Mountains.
There's
or
the
some
one with
shit.
the
There's that
poppies
one.
on it.
Yeah. And they all wipe off. Like it doesn't stay on.
It's cheap money.
It's cheap money. It costs so much. Worth nothing, but costs so much.
Oh man. Yeah. I feel like any politician, either today or in the past, I don't think there's I think there's like maybe 3 politicians I wouldn't fight today.
Jack Layton.
Yeah, Jack Layton's one of
Yeah,
them.
Jack Layton.
Bernie Sanders.
Yeah, he's cool
He's,
shit too.
like-
he's still going. Oh my gosh.
he's trucking along.
Like whenever I see him, I always think Weekend at Bernie's because like he's so fucking old. I'm pretty sure he's like people are puppeteering him. Like there's no way he's able to do these things on his own.
I feel like
Like-
he's living out of spite.
He's just like,
He's like,
these
you
right
wouldn't
people.
elect me because of my age. Let me show you what I could have still done. Like,
Yeah.
but I'm
Oh.
still here, bitch.
Other people I'd fight. Sir John A. McDonald.
Yeah,
You
he's
talked about in
going
the
down.
last episode, yeah, of the Wilfrid Laurier.
Yeah,
Um,
Churchill, he can go down too.
Mm-hmm.
was
Like I said, politicians. They can just
who was
Yeah.
like the absolute drunk? I know they were all, but like he would go to like town hall meetings and whatever, like absolutely plastered.
Sir John A. He vomited on like the podium once.
Yeah,
Like,
they all had drinking issues, but
yeah, I think there was like one story where he vomits on a podium and he just goes and that's what I think kind of thing.
that's a fun way to twist it. You know, that's a good politician mind. You're like, I did it on purpose.
I mean, Hitler also got ideas, from him and stuff. So it's like he had a interesting mind.
That-
I always
That'd be
loved-
a good historical figure to
Yeah.
battle it out with. Yeah. On site.
on fucking site. I mean, there's a lot of people I want to beat up.
There's
Um,
so much anger.
People want to beat up now that are still currently living.
Yeah. Oh man, it doesn't have to be a historical figure. You could be a fucking nobody. Let's be in the Walmart parking lot. 3:00.
Could you imagine like bringing these people from the past to a Walmart parking lot?
Shit your pants.
Yeah, they're like, what? Why is the sun shining on me at night? Like, what is this giant like metal light? These cars. What is this?
What is this?
You just die of a heart attack before you get a chance to swing.
You don't get to fight because like
Shock.
the shock. Yeah. Oh, imagine going like into the future and like all of like the technologies.
Oh my god. I feel like that would make me I've thought about that, of course, as we do when we think about time travel. I've always thought about like going into the future and like technology being so vastly different and how I would feel. And I feel like even though I know my age hasn't changed, I would automatically feel really old.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh no, I need a grandson to like help me work together. Like, what am I gonna do?
Like a VCR? Like where it was just the colors match?
Yeah. Like, and now I'm like, I don't know how to open this magical door. What do I press? Is it a touch?
Nothing.
Do I wait?
It just opens.
You're supposed to use your
What
brain
sorcery
chip.
is this?
Yeah.
Do you guys remember Demolition Man?
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah.
like the 3 seashells?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. How the fuck would you use those? I don't even know. Like they're like, what are you scooping? And where are you putting it?
Yeah.
I got
I don't really
nothing.
remember it.
Yeah. I don't like.
That was like a big thing.
Yeah,
It's
no,
like-
I know. I'm like,
Yeah.
it's been
Yeah.
a while since I've seen that.
I
movie.
watched this movie so much. Like it's one of my comfort movies. And I still never ever know like the seashells. There's no like, are you looking to see there's a theory?
Apparently, Screen Rant has an article called Demolition Man. How do the 3 seashells actually work? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, the toilet paper. That's what it was.
Yes,
Now I
yeah.
remember
He
it. Yeah.
swears a whole bunch to get the paper. That'd be so uncomfortable.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I guess that's kind of how I'd feel going to like certain countries' bathrooms too. Because
Yeah.
in Japan and like other places even, they have this squat. The toilet's on the ground.
Yeah.
And you lift up the lid and you have to just squat over it, you know?
They
if
have
I-
white people toilets too. You're okay.
Yeah, but not everywhere, right?
No,
like
no,
if you're
no.
at a restaurant or whatever, it might have this toilet. And I feel like, yeah, if I didn't know that ahead of time, I'd probably walk in that room and go, I was expecting.
You're fucking shitting in the sink. Oh no.
Oh no, right? Yeah.
Fucking people walk in and you're like, ah.
Oh, communal toilets. Well, you know
Yeah.
what they say, when in Rome.
The fucking pipe's only this big.
No. And we have giant North American shits, not like
What do we do?
not healthy people poops where they have like walkable cities and have vegetables. Not us.
We got those cornstarch poops.
Oh my god.
John's like, no comment.
No, nothing. Got nothing.
Fuck.
Oh man. But yeah, I don't know how I'd use the seashell.
Nobody does. Nobody. That's the only flaw in that movie. I'm sure there's more, but this is the biggest flaw. Plot hole.
So to speak. Okay.
Other people were
Historical
meeting at the parking
figures.
lot.
Yeah. You've seen Beavis and not Beavis and Butthead, what am I thinking? Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
The one where they bring back the historical people for their history assignment.
No, I didn't watch it, but go on.
Oh, well, that I was just gonna say that I feel like I wish historical people would act like that when they go through the mall and stuff like that, but we don't have like malls that we can bring them to now.
Yeah,
gone.
they're all like outside centers.
Yeah.
So
So just be like what they're used to, open market. There wouldn't be as much shock and awe. 'cause-
They'd see a fucking skyscraper. Like, how do you explain a giant ass building to someone that like maybe saw electricity, depending how far way back we go?
I feel like if we went even further back, like Caesar and stuff, they would understand tall buildings because they were like, oh, finally, are like we're able to do this because like they were very like pro education and like
Well, they had coliseums and shit. Like that's a pretty big building.
Yeah, they'd be like, "Oh wow, yeah!" I think they'd be happy for us.
Yeah. They're like, wait, this one's not leaning. Like,
yeah, all the
Tara,
deaths that
Pisa,
can happen
it's actually
here.
straight. What the hell?
I think I read something like that was leaning since the beginning. Like
Mhm.
they built it wrong.
Oh,
And that was
I
it.
was
They,
about
like,
to
went
ask.
with it.
I was like, would they know it's leading? Was it maybe?
Yeah.
But
I think
They
that
noticed when it was doing it, and they're like,
yeah,
it
and it
is what it is.
it's what it is. It was
what do you do? like what
Right?
is
Like,
the
why did-
solution?
Take it
Why'd they
apart and
leave
start
it?
again? Like, no.
yeah, like I gotta quickly Mind Palace.
I went. Well, you're mind palacing. When
Yeah.
I went to the UK, we did a tour of the Shakespeare Globe Theatre, and they were telling us that this wasn't the actual Globe Theatre; it was actually like over the bridge that was nearby. But what ended up happening was, I guess, the owner of the theater didn't want Shakespeare and his buddies to like use it anymore or whatever. But Shakespeare had a thing against lawyers, but he had a lawyer look over like their contract or some shit. And basically it said that they could take anything from the theater that they could carry. So the whole like myth about how this theater got built is that the entire acting troupe just kept bringing piece by piece of the theater and rebuilt it across across the bridge where it wasn't no longer belonging to that owner anymore. Yeah, so I was like, that's a fun little tidbit.
And another tidbit of that is, do you remember Cinderella with Drew Barrymore?
Mm-hmm.
And there's like the thing, oh, you can take whatever you can carry.
Yeah,
She takes the guy. Like that's like a little bit of haha.
yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder. Yeah.
All right, so the Leaning Tower, famous for its unintended tilt, the 56-meter tower took nearly 200 years to build. Work started in 1173. 5 years later, it started tilting. Like the tilt was noticeable as workers built the second floor, like just on the fucking second floor, and the shift was caused by shallow foundations. Like you're only on the second floor and you're still building. And why did it take 200 years? What is happening?
Well, I mean, it's built out of like this stone, and it's not like they had giant like cranes like we have now. I guess I always imagine
at 1100 they had better buildings. It wasn't as Stone Agey as it was. Like, you know, medieval castles and stuff were already built. It was
yeah. Well, how long did those take to build?
oh, like generations, right? Like
Yeah.
those were-
I just love how like people used to build things knowing that they would like not even live to see completion. It's like nowadays I can't even start something for like next week.
That's like the 401 in near Toronto. We'll never live to see it finished.
Yeah.
Like our whole lives it's under construction.
Eglinton in Toronto.
Yeah, we'll never see it finished.
Never. The LRT in Hamilton.
Yeah, we're never seeing that.
Never seeing
Never.
it finished.
Ugh.
Oh.
It's a myth at this point. Like, I doubt it's even happening. They have the money apparently, but like, it's not gonna happen.
They gave it to their cousins. That's where it is.
Yeah. Well, I mean, half the construction companies are also owned by the Ontario mob.
Yeah.
They own pizza
many.
shops and construction places. That's what they own in Ontario.
And Quebec.
Yeah, they just own
No.
Quebec.
Quebec is the maple syrup. Have you heard of we talked about before the maple syrup mafia?
Yep.
Yeah,
It's fucking
them too.
insane. Oh my gosh.
They should have had them on an episode of The Sopranos.
The maple syrup.
like Tony Soprano comes in, he's like gabagoo, and then the Maple Timberlands are like we tabernac, you know,
and they go their separate ways. Like,
yeah, that was a whole conversation.
No real words, but both are like this, you know. Like the French have the same thing, right? Like it's Italian and French. Yeah, that's all.
Lots of hand gestures.
Yeah, baduba, tabernac. You know, it's the same. I don't know what they say in The Sopranos, so I was just.
Oh my god, the mom's gonna be after us. Like,
that wasn't like a
bitches.
racist stereotype against Italian people. I just don't know what. I've never seen The Sopranos. Okay, I don't know what their catchphrase is. It was nothing.
the meme catchphrase is like gabagoo, like, you know, like
it's the meat that they all eat. Like,
yeah, you just say like Italian foods just with an Italian accent.
Spaghetti.
Yeah, spaghetti.
Meatballs.
Yeah.
Parmesan cheese. Like
Parmigiana. You're not even trying now. You're just whiting it up even more.
She's like pizza.
Whiting it up. Italian is not.
It's like you're whiting it up more. Like,
what? Yeah, but
Italians
are white.
Yeah, don't tell Italians that though.
They're all, yes, they're olive skin, alabaster, or whatever it's called. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man,
You still get offended.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you. Sorry. Like. We make fun of French people all the time. It's fine.
I'm married to a French Canadian. That's almost like real French.
I am a French Canadian.
Yeah, I'm French Canadian.
I used to speak French, but now I don't, because if you don't use it, you lose it. I'm trying to learn again. Yeah, my like other family is like super fluent in French, and I can like understand parts of conversations now, but I cannot repeat anything.
Yeah, if you want to practice, buddy, I'm trying to learn too, and it's like, yeah, I can like get the gist of it from reading it or hearing it, but like speaking it back, I just get
the words won't come out. Like it's just like it just stays stuck in there, and I'm like,
or I'll know like the word for an item or something, but I have no idea how to form it into a sentence. You know what I mean? Like I can say, you know, what something is, but it's like I can't be like, can you go get me that blank? Like I can't. Yeah, so it's really hard to have conversation when you're just yelling out nouns.
Fermer la bouche. That's it. That's all I know.
Or I just have all the French songs memorized too.
I know the days of the week.
How's it go?
I don't know the song. I just know the days of the week.
Oh, I thought you were like saying this is a song that.
No, there is a song. There is a song. I just don't know the song. I just know the days of the week.
Well, that's good. That's part way there.
It is on the calendars. I just see it everywhere. I know it.
Yay! But yeah, I'm trying to learn French like too. Not again, but like better.
Better. Yeah. My second born is learning Portuguese. And the reason they want to learn it is because their friend is from Brazil. So it's like an appreciation reasoning to want to learn that language, which I feel is like nice. Like it's
yeah. I mean, like Ernest wanted to learn like Irish for a bit because he loves Ireland. That's one place he like really wants to go to.
Oh,
so
like Gaelic?
Learn some Gaelic. Yeah. And I know Chris has like tried learning Greek a little bit because technically he is Greek.
Technically.
Yeah, like he's French Canadian in culture.
Okay. Heritage is Greek.
Yes, but born and bred in Quebec.
I am lost heritage, lost culture, white Canadian.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I'm fucking inbred, baby.
That's
English,
right, like,
English.
Fucking mongrel with a hint of French.
I'm a mon. I'm
Irish,
French, Canadian, but like I have Irish. Like my grandparents all came off of a boat, from Scotland and Ireland and all that. But like they landed in Quebec somehow, or not Quebec, New Brunswick, and Quebec, and like so I'm French, Canadian, but Irish and Scottish and a bunch of other crap.
Just like most white people in North
Yeah.
America. Yeah.
And then my husband is Ukrainian and Polish.
Yeah, he
And
actually has
he's
culture and heritage.
Yes.
Like
Yes, he does.
yeah. His family's stuck to his roots. The rest of us are like, whatever. I'll just take a little bit of everybody else's culture.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like literally white people culture on my end. Like, and I feel I'm not even like that far removed from like Britain. Like, I think like my great grandmother was right off the boat or some shit. So I'm like, I'm not even like that far removed. But they couldn't even bring some of English white culture with them. It's like by the time they got to me, they're like, no, we're Canadian. This is what we do.
Yeah.
We live we're trailer trash. Like
That's it. That's our culture. We're fucking hillbillies. That's white people's culture. It's crazy.
I love that. People say white people don't have culture, but
It's not. It's bad. It's fucking beer cans in your front lawn. That's what it is.
I know. I've been debating putting a couch out there.
Oh man. You know, I have like ghetto culture a little bit, like where
Oh yeah.
you know,
Poverty
a little
culture,
aggressive,
yeah.
poverty, ghetto, yeah. I have that kind of culture. And like innovativeness, that's really important. That's good culture traits.
Yeah. The worst part is like a lot of that culture tends to get associated with like POC because they tend to be a majority in poverty due to the systemic structures. So a lot of people are like, oh, that's, you know, and it's like, no, it's just a poor people thing. Our parents didn't use their privilege to get ahead.
They were dumb. Oh, they just decided to stay poor. No.
Oh, yep.
Yeah. People like, oh, like this is you're a person of color. If I was like, oh, I did that. You're a person of color. Oh, I did that. Like not to like take away from their culture, but like I very much loved ramen noodles and 4ID from a can. Like
actually, that's coming back though. Like everyone's eating ramen now, but they like fancy it up.
I try to fancy up too, like held it.
Ate the like 25-cent package. Like that's it. I didn't fancy it up. I didn't put eggs. I didn't put cheese. I didn't nothing. It was the little season pack and hot water, and that's all I had.
Traditionally, you are supposed to add like meats and eggs and stuff.
I know, but I was poor. So
I'm poor. I can't afford proteins. What are you talking about?
3 eggs. I have lots of eggs.
Yeah. You're set now because you have chicken.
I
know they're not historical, but I would fight my parents in a Walmart parking lot. So
listen, if we get
fight
famous,
your parents in a Walmart parking lot.
If we get famous, they'll write stories about us, and then our parents will be historical figures. So like
they'll be listed on the Wikipedia.
Yeah, technically it is possible.
Yeah.
There you go. I don't know. Like I fight a lot of people. Then like I'm trying to think of names.
Like my family I don't talk to.
You're like living family right now.
Yeah. My living dead. It doesn't matter. I'm fighting them all. Like they all let me down.
You're like great grandmother. It's like, what did I do? You're like, give
you didn't raise your children well enough. Okay, this is what happens.
I'm bringing back generational trauma. Started. Thought it was going to end with me, but I decided I'm actually going to be the one to start it. I'm going to go back in time beat the shit out of them, and then
that caused, like, because once you go back in time, you create a loop, and so that caused the generational trauma that made her go mad and hate her family, that she goes back in time to start the generational trauma.
Paradox of generational trauma. Oh, we solved it. That's why.
Yeah, because we went back in time and we beat up our great grandparents.
I mean, I would fight any male doctor.
Oh yeah,
any male doctor. I was gonna put a time on that, but but especially back in the mid to early 1900s,
chainsaw days, where they use that for C-sections.
In the 1800s, yep, that too.
Yeah,
just all of it.
There is one shitty doctor I wouldn't fight, and that is the guy who invented the vibrator. Like, yeah. Listen, I get it.
He had to sexually assault a bunch of women.
All of them. That's the problem. Is that that not good. The part we forget that part and just
can we just ignore sexual assault like we've been doing anyway? Like, can we just
we've been doing that anyway. So
can we just continue?
I feel like if a woman was allowed to enjoy her orgasm, she would have invented the vibrator.
Right? She could have innovative.
But they were like, oh my God, why is my body feeling good? This must be wrong. I'm a woman. And they went to a doctor that was like, oh, you just need release. Let me finger you. God, my wrist is tired. There must be an easier way.
Electrocution? That's amazing.
Electric shock therapy for your genitals.
He's like, wait, that's too much. And then had to keep testing it out to see the proper, and then
dialed it back.
Fucking charred vaginas for too many years. It's like, I can't get the right voltage. And then fucking numb for the rest of her life. But
he's like, it's fine. It's for science. Unnamed woman.
Science. Yeah.
You were enjoying it before anyway, so now you're just not going to enjoy it now. It does make a difference.
But still give it to your husband.
You won't feel it, so I guess you're welcome.
Oh man,
poor women. It was never rich women.
Well, even that's the thing, is the people being treated by this doctor were upper middle class women. It was poor women couldn't afford to see a doctor. Especially in the States, so many when it came to health insurance, women weren't covered unless they were pregnant. Your husband would work and your husband would be covered for working, but you as the wife would not be covered unless you were pregnant or in the first year of childbirth, postpartum. Other than that, women did not have health insurance. So it was only middle class women seeing doctors, and they're like, oh, I feel uncomfortable. They're like, I'll cut out your ovaries or make you come. Let's hope you get a good doctor. Those are the options.
Option A or option B.
Or lobotomy. That's option 3.
Yeah, lobotomy. Huge.
That's sent to a home. Cocaine? I would that was nice. I haven't tried it yet because you're not allowed. But I would like to be prescribed. I actually am. I'm on ADHD medication. I'm already
the same thing to your brain.
I'm already meth. I'm already prescribed. So I guess I would not have a fun time.
I would have liked the tranquilizers, when they used to.
Good tranquilizers.
Yeah, really strong. They're like, oh, you're an upset housewife. That's just your uterus talking. Here, this will calm your tensions. Horse tranquilizer. I'd be like, yeah.
Why are we not given these things? Some people want to live life numb. Okay, give them the option.
I know that's why I always hate when people argue against decriminalization of drugs and stuff. I'm like, you know what they used to prescribe us? Let's just make it that way again.
Cocaine was in pop. Like, can we not?
Yeah.
Like, can we bring that back?
Please and thank you. Like, I'm asking nicely.
Like, you want us to be overworked? Give us drugs. Thank you. All of the drugs.
Like, that's the least. Actually, I'm a little surprised. So we all know Biden's losing the next election, right?
Hopefully
Yeah,
not
basically.
Trump.
Unfortunately,
It's Trump.
that's yeah. But and most of that has to do with how he's taking like young people and whatever else. But I always thought an easy dunk for him to at least seem like he's trying to be a little progressive and different than Trump would just have been to federally legalize weed.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody have been like, yeah.
This was
like,
an easy win to me, you know?
Like,
Like,
that's how Trudeau got in. He was just like legalizing weed, and everyone, people who didn't vote, were just like, okay. They went to the voting ballots, and they're like, I don't see Trudeau, because you know how you have to vote for your
yeah.
MPs.
Fucking hate that. but
Stoners,
yeah.
still stone. We're going in like, I don't see Trudeau's name. Like, they were literally asking people. It's like, no, you have to vote for your MPP. If you want Trudeau, then you have to vote for the Liberal Party. And so they had to find their local Liberal.
They put the party
representative.
beside it.
yeah.
They do, but they didn't know what party Trudeau was. They didn't know. They just were like, that dude is legalized in weed. We want him. And
That's
how
how
he got
people
in.
vote for conservatives. Like this Pierre guy, they don't understand his policies or anything. They don't understand what he's saying. And they're like, I'm going, because he's the one that's on TV the most. That's why they are.
And his catchphrases.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Where
That's
was a long time ago? We used to be friends. But like there was like a cartoon going around for politicians and they hated gay people, but then it was like Poop Shoot Pete. Do you remember that? Because like
No.
And like it was like I think it was like College Humor or something that did it. And it was amazing. And I don't know why that's stuck in my head right now. Like that.
I love it though. That almost sounds like it could be our mascot. Just because
it was like a politician.
So much.
Yeah, because there were something about like appreciating gay people in politics or something like that. It was against gay people in politics, but then it was like College Humor, so they're for it. So they were like making fun of them. But now I don't remember any of the skit, and I just only have in my head is Poop Shoot Pete, and I don't know if that's in the skit or like that's just something we said. I don't know. I don't know.
But yeah. I'm just saying.
So Becky the Specky should meet Poop Shoot Pete. Those will be our mascots.
They should be friends. Yeah.
Biden, by the way, that's a freebie. You can take that one. It would make it easier to bring weed across the border than worrying about a federal charge. So
yeah. They should
for
also
personal use.
sex
For
work, by the
personal
way.
use.
Yeah.
Sorry, what was that?
I said they should legalize sex work too. If you get caught with like I was watching some girl on TikTok and apparently the border patrol confiscated like in the airport confiscated her cell phone and it had evidence that she was a sex worker. She got banned from going to the States because of it. Canada would never. They'd just be like, okay.
Yeah,
here, always turn your internet off in your phone and shut it off before going through security. Unless they have a warrant, they cannot go past your home screen unless you don't have a password and stuff like that. They cannot, like, they can look through your phone as security agents, but if you have it like off and stuff like that, they can't do that without a warrant. So I mean, that doesn't mean they're not going to get a warrant, but at least one step ahead. Know your rights.
You could just leave, right? Like they'd be like, okay, well, I don't want to search, but then you just can't go over the border.
They detained this girl for 2 days in the airport, so they would have gotten a warrant, right? Like just to see if she was a sex worker and that she couldn't sell in the States. But like, I don't fucking understand.
They must have got tipped off or something.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like they had something else
It wasn't
on her.
random. I don't think it was
Yeah.
random. But yeah, I just couldn't believe that. It's like if anyone gets caught with like just like being on what is it called, OnlyFans or whatever, you're not allowed in the States.
Well, it's like that even if like they find you talking or pictures of you smoking weed if they're going through your phone. As a federal agent, they can block you, you know, like that's why it's like always just turn your phone off. Put on airplane mode, turn your phone off, get through security, turn it back on. Safety first.
Yeah. Or just don't travel to countries that are like that. You know. Florida isn't that great, guys. You don't have to go.
Yeah, don't go.
Yeah, it's true. There's much better places in the States, and you know, the States is anyway.
Like Dominican, go there. I love Dominican.
Yeah, I've never been. We're supposed to plan a trip.
We have all these book things we want to plan. I'm like, oh, can't plan a trip this year because I'm going to Kentucky. Next year we're going to Salem. You know, so like maybe 2026.
Sounds good.
Plan a trip. That's right. We have so many years to.
I need a reason to live, so this is working for me.
Yeah, that's right. That's the trip of the year. We could make it a book trip somehow. Like do like a little book convention. Just get somebody else to do
a podcast trip.
Oh, podcast
trip. Yeah, podcast conventions, or we can just like go around for content popurposes. We're filming in LA this year. We're just filming content.
Filming content. Opinionated Lushes on location.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're talking about going to the Dominican in 2026 because that's our next free year. Like
thus far. So
far. 2025?
Salem.
We're going to Salem.
Right, Salem, Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Wait, say that again.
Salem, Massachusetts.
Oh.
Massachusetts. Fuck you.
Massachusetts. Is that what is it? Is it Massachusetts? Isn't it like a show?
We're going to Salem masturbation, okay? That's where we're going.
I'm just fucking with you. I'm
calling it masturbation now. We're going to Salem masturbation.
Perfect.
We're gonna like end up somewhere else, like Amsterdam, because like
that's not a bad place to be either. Actually,
yeah.
Speaking of legalizing drugs and sex work, Amsterdam seems like the perfect place to go.
See, perfect vacation for drugs and sex.
Other historical figures. Mother Teresa.
You'd fight Mother Teresa?
I would fight Mother Teresa.
Gandhi, I'd fight Gandhi.
Yeah,
like not as peaceful as you people think. I used to like Gandhi, but then I learned more about him, and then I changed my mind. Like it's cool.
I mean, I don't believe in peaceful. Like well, now that I don't believe, I wish we could achieve peaceful resolution. Freudian slip. Revolution. But the powerful class never gives it up. So
yeah, they're not like, hey,
yeah,
unfortunately,
right. Be peaceful because of the powerful class. So yeah. I don't judge people for their violence. I just judge them for how they conduct it and why they conduct it.
Yeah,
but Teresa liked to starve like indigenous children and shit. So
and then feed them to look good. Like it was like a
yeah.
Oh, you're starving. Here you go. Yeah.
Yeah. She's terrible person, very racist.
And like a lot of churches, like they're like, oh, lots of community outreach, but like they have so much money that like the church in general, the religion, that like they can help so many people easy peasy lemon squeezy, but instead they're just like, oh, we need you to pay.
Yeah.
To do this. Yeah.
They have to hoard their wealth.
Yeah.
And they have so much land. So much land. And I'm like, dude, you could house so many homeless people, but you built a church parking lot. I don't understand.
Gardens. You can have like gardens. Yeah. Like
stadium churches. Like,
yeah.
It's like so gross.
Actually, the church is dying slowly.
Not enough. Like
I'd fight
It's a very
Jesus.
slow death, but like
Jesus did do nothing.
Yeah, I don't care. He didn't teach well enough. He let his words be misconstrued. If anything, Jesus would come to the fight and he'd be like, you know what? I understand. I understand why you want to fight me.
Like a good boy.
Yeah, for the sins that his
Religion
religion has caused. He's
Like,
once again wiping the slate clean with his sacrifice
if
to
the
my
Bible is correct, he would take it like he's supposed to. But then again, that's all fiction. So
you know, the Bible was written, like, I was like, oh, when was the Bible written? Like, I was trying to see, like, when it was. And it was, like, written a long time ago, the, like, Old Testament. But, like, I thought it was, like, written in, like, the 1200s. That's when I thought it was written, but it wasn't. It was, like, before then.
Yeah. Before Christ.
And there was found stories
Afterwards.
in a and like and then there's a million translations.
Yeah.
And
but, like, I always, because that's when it like really picked up with the white folks, was like around then used as like a weapon. So I feel like that I was like, oh, that's when it was, but it wasn't. It was way before then. It was just not used the way. It was just like a random, like you hear random religion now, right? It wasn't, it like when people sacrifice for the sun, it was still one of those like beginning religions, and it just fucking took off.
I mean, there was so many other religions for so long before it, you know, like you know, Judaism, for example, like before like I'm talking about Christianity, like before Christianity, and like Islam is a very old religion as well, and I thinking of how long it took those religions to really pick off worldwide and start to be like used in the way they were makes it amazing to me how fast things like Mormonism or Scientology built.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how did they get so big so fast? Like how?
I don't know. Internet? But then Mormon was like
not that long ago.
A bunch of cousins, and they just had kids.
John Smith was it John Smith?
Yeah, that's his name.
And he's like, no, I found the real Bible in the United States. 1830, the Book of Mormon was published. 1830.
Well, see, maybe because there was more people on the planet. There's news, like papers, like there's way to get information around then. So maybe that's why. So kind of like the internet, but paper.
Fucking paper.
That like the way the news.
Who was the inventor of the printing press? I gotta meet you in a Walmart parking lot. The Walmart family.
I just want to beat up all of history. Like
all of history. Fucking dinosaurs. We're gonna punch him in the face. It's like T-Rex on site. You got no arms. What are you gonna do?
I said, Chops, come at me, bro. No. Caleb would hate me if I fight dinosaurs. That's his favorite thing. Like, he would hate me.
Just go around.
I can't fight dinosaurs.
Chickens.
Cavemen. I'll beat the shit out of a caveman, but I gotta leave dinosaurs alone.
Yeah, the Homo sapien that fought the Neanderthals.
Yeah.
That guy. There's a whole tribe of them. They used to like totally brutally murder them.
Adam from Adam and Eve and Adam and Lilith. Adam, he's getting it. Like, I'm gonna shove that apple that Eve ate and shove it down his throat. Like,
Adam also ate, by the way. And if we know men like we know men, I'm pretty sure.
But the woman sinned first. She was peer pressured in it. Fuck off.
Yeah, that was. She was like a test subject. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you go first. If it's not poison, it's good enough for me.
Yeah,
Whose
she was
perspective wrote that story is my question. Because if it wasn't Eve herself, I think she was framed.
Yeah, she was coerced.
Forensics, let's go. Like fingerprints.
I don't think she would disobey. She was barely a rib. Come on. Let's use our brains a little bit.
Born, okay?
Sprinkle.
This is a
Yeah.
Pringles sprinkle.
And like Lilith had more of a backbone than her, and she didn't even do like.
Well, yeah, Lilith
Doesn't make
was
sense.
Adam's equal, and God was like, "Well, women can't be equal to men. This is all wrong."
Yeah,
That's quick.
Lilith was the
Go to
first
hell.
wife.
Let's redo.
Yeah,
But didn't like eating the apple cause sex? Like, isn't that what created?
cause
Weren't
sin.
they-
So
weren't-
like
Weren't they just doing
everything
it
that
already?
is considered a sin is so sex before marriage and all that.
Yeah.
Weren't they considered married though? Because God's like, here, like this is your wife. So like,
Well,
God
technically,
said
they
they're
were
married.
related.
No,
because
because Lilith was the wife at first.
and Eve was made out of Adam's ribs, so there's like a genetic connection there.
Cloned?
Yeah.
She's a fucking clone.
Genetic modification. God is for GMOs, guys.
Yeah,
And
right.
genetic modification.
God wants it. God made it. There you go.
Yeah.
And what is the Star Wars? The clones.
Clone
like
Wars?
Clone Wars.
Clone
That's what
Wars.
it is. It's Clone Wars. Oh my god, why? What is
how did
wrong?
you not know that? And me and Jessica are like Clone Wars.
That's the
I
only
don't
clone thing. If that was wrong, I would have had no second guess.
I don't know. I don't remember nothing. I don't know nothing. It's time to say goodnight.
That's it. That's the end of this. We want to fight everyone in the Walmart parking lot.
Past, present, future, we're gonna fight you all. We're
Like,
going. No one
Fuck
is safe.
you. Fuck you. Fuck you. You're cool. Fuck
Yeah.
you. Fuck you.
Listen.
And the
I
only
will.
people I'm not fighting are you two, only because like I have to.
Oh
keep
no, I'm
some
fighting you
friends.
too. Might as well.
Yeah.
Wow,
Doctor's like,
okay, fine. Clubs are coming on.
All jokes. All jokes.
yes. And if you, the listener, want to fight us, VIP Patreon. So far, only Stephanie Hurst is allowed to meet us in Walmart parking lot. You want to do it? VIP. We'll add it on the tier. That's it. Meet us at Walmart only if you're on that tier.
And you can join our Patreon as low as $2 to get some bonus content, or $5 and up to get bonus video content. And yeah, keep an ear out for all of our future trips to all the places we're going every year.
Only ones because I'm not allowed to take that much time off.
Yeah, so if
She
you
only
really,
wants one
really
trip a
like
year.
us, join us on Patreon to fund so Sonia can not work anymore.
Yes.
Like it'd be easier just to go on sugardaddy.com, but it's really not, because you actually have to talk to those people. Like it's not easy as it seems. Like they want you to talk to them and like no.
Until you get big enough.
Half the time, like he is my sugar daddy.
Once you're big enough on like a site, though, then you can hire other people to talk to them on your behalf, and the sugar daddies don't know the difference. But it takes a while to get there, so I understand.
Yeah, so much fucking work. No, it's not worth it. I'd just rather go to work every day, like than talk to strangers.
Especially when you like your job.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for listening. And also don't forget, if you're listening to us on Spotify, you can interact. We have a little question there. If you interact, we get a post on our Spotify page, which is kind of a cool feature. And don't forget to rate us and watch our videos on YouTube. And subscribe there, please. Yes,
please and thank you.
And we'll see you all next week.